kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Nick Bosa had an outstanding freshman campaign in 2019 with a 9-sack season and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went down with a knee injury in Week 2 last year, and the Niners' fortunes seemed to sag right along with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Now Mostert off the read option.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Sermon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener.
And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Watson.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That's taken at around the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. He returns the punt 60 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Lions, nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down.
Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
27.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions, nothing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
57.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want a 36. You don't want it. 36. 59. My 52.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to be 49er football. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And Lance going to throw. They set up the screen for Sermon. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key is going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. That ball caught by Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And bulldozing his way through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Swift.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Watson.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Lance now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, but it's going to be second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown. George Kittle, 58 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Watson. He's going to go up top again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Watson looks to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Niners 28, Lions 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st down, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now they run the option on second down.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Sermon. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
And they'll run the toss here with Sermon.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he will find his man Samuel. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The 43-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he loses the football the second time. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 40 yards. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. 4. 7's a Mike. Mike's
Here's Watson. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watson now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
54.
Again, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
Now a handoff. Sermon
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, D. Check.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And a 49er first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Broken touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. Sermon.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
Watson. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All day, every day, any day.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.